Hi everyone, welcome back to Total War Therapy, and today was supposed to go out a completely different video, but I got so excited for the news about Tides of Torment that I wanted to share my excitement with you. So don't forget to subscribe if you enjoyed the video, and let's begin. Hi, I'm Alberto, I'm a real person, and here you will find the beginner's guide, the battle unit roster, tier list, ranking, and many shorts. So if you wanna support the channel, please consider to subscribe. Let's start with the full roster of the new units for Norsca. I don't know if you realize how much we got. We're talking about first 3 high quality monsters. Generally with the package of a DLC we can get at most 1 unique monster with the new animations, and then some reskin. Maybe just with Kislev in Shadows of Change we got 2 monsters with unique animation, but now we got 3, and I even expected between the Cursed Datin and the Cursed Datin Rune Color some different animation. But let's proceed step by step. First, the legendary Lord Sayl the Faithless, no surprise. The Lord, the Great Shaman Sorceress, even here quite expectable. I just hope that the model and the abilities are a little different compared to the hero, because what they did, for example, for the Brave Shaman of the Beastmen, I mean, I would like some more addition to make the Lord unique. Then the legendary hero, finally, Beorg Bearstruck. Now, what I want to say, Games Workshop did an amazing job with a lot of models, but not with the model of Beorg Bearstruck, because it's this very skinny werebear that, I was so worried, so scared that we could got that model in the game. Now we got basically, a reskin of the werewolves of Norsca, but it's okay. I like it. It's amazing. It's this muscular humanoid bear, and I like it. I like it so much. It's probably one of the units I'm most excited, and now it's definitely true that I'm gonna start with the Norsca. I don't know if with the Sayl, because I would like to try first the campaign of Wulfric, then the hero that is the female noble. Even here I'm not that happy, because it's probably another anti-large character, generic character in the roster, but okay, I just would like maybe another weapon variant, not one that we already have. Then the melee infantry, the marauder Bearmen with axe and shield, and a version with great weapons. This is crazy. When we were, talking about, we were speculating about the content coming with the Norsca, my biggest fear was that at the end we would have found ourselves with a lot of monsters, but then, we should have used just the same base melee infantry for all the armies. So, same front line, but different monsters. And it didn't amuse me that much, this idea, so I'm very happy that they wanted to add even more infantry, more cavalry. Here the only problem is that we already get axe and shield and great weapons. I mean, not that there are so many weapon variants option in the game, but we already get the Marauders champion, so I want to know why they are unique, if they require a different building, or if they have something special that Marauders and the champions don't have. Then the Shock Cavalry, the Kurgan Horsemen with dual weapons and great weapons. Even here, 2 versions. I think that only the unit, they are 8, okay, not 5, as we were used to. Now, I'm very happy about the cavalry too, because as you know, the cavalry of Norsca is only missile. We needed some melee options, and now we got everything all together. Even here, I want to know if there are some differences, not only about the weapons, maybe about the armor, but let's see. Very excited even about this point. We can build, new armies with a lot of variety now. And now let's talk about monsters. First, the Cursed Datin. The version with the rune color version will not be a regiment or renown, but will be a proper unit, and this is very good. I just think that at the end I will recruit only the second version, because you know, probably for just a little price, maybe with the same tier of building, you will be able to recruit the more magical version. And you know, probably in this way it will you know, shadow or overshadow, I don't know, someone can tell me in the comment. It will shadow, you know, the cursed Atin, the generic cursed Atin. But I mean, let's see. In any case, the rune color model is definitely cooler. Then the Chimera, we got a flying beast that will be between, I suppose, the Manticore and the Frost Chaos Dragon. And then the Dreadmaw. Okay, first the Dreadmaw confirms definitely that we got, sorry, that the leak was true. Okay, was the last element that he may look like a little crazy, and I was not expecting to see it anymore. Now, I noticed in the trailer that when they click on the Dreadmaw, then there was a target. So there is a chance that it's a missile monster, or that is the second opinion, at least for me, that that target means that the, you know, that the Dreadmaw can go inside the earth and then get out when there is, I mean, in the position of, in the location of an enemy unit. It's possible. I don't know, maybe just a missile monster, but probably there will be, you know, an ability sorry, related to this. And then 4 regiments of renown. One probably is a cursed Atin, if I'm not wrong. And then probably the Bearmen of Beorg Bearstruck. Okay, anyway, I love this roster. I mean, we waited so much for new units for Norsca, and finally it's completed. Okay, I mean, we got so much stuff that I really don't care anymore about what's coming next. Yeah, I'm very sorry that Nightmaw is just a summon ability, and now we know it for sure. But hey, just treat it as an addition, not as something that is missing from the you know, the previous project, because overall I think we got one of the best package ever, and I'm so happy, I'm so excited to finally play Norsca again. Now let's talk about the new unique mechanics coming with the Sayl the Faithless DLC. Of course, we will get also the new update of the campaign of Norsca overall, with the arcane book of the monsters, with the rituals to the monogods. But Sayl will get also these unique mechanics. The first one is the manipulation, that as far as I understand is something between the changing ways of Tzeentch and the Jade Court of the Jade Dragon. So you will be able to manipulate your allies, your enemies, to affect their armies, their settlements, and I expect to see very funny things. I'm very happy about this kind of thing. Probably just a reskin mechanics, but I don't care, it will be cool. And then this dark ritual that I don't get. First you have to build these chaos altars. I don't know if there will be this option in the settlements, or it will be something disconnected. Oh, and there is this cast, okay, this plot that you have to follow with the dilemmas, battles, and it may be very interesting. Remember that they say that for Sayl you will be able at some point to choose your own spells, okay, not like with the Chaos Fate Weaver that you can take, you know, all the different spells from the different lords of magic, but you will get some option like or this or the other. So let's see what happens. About the Sayl starting location, they mentioned that the map will get an upgrade with this new province with 4 regions called the Mountains End, that we have no idea where it will be, but I'm very excited. I think one of the most exciting things about the new DLCs is when they open new areas of the map, even because, I mean, it was quite crowded lately, and I don't know where is it, we can just speculate about it. In the video is shown that Sayl the Faithless is fighting against the Chaos Dwarfs that are only in the Dark Lands, so this area. So probably it will be around here, that it's a huge area not used, or here, so between the, you know, the eastern steppes and the Chimera plateau. I don't know, I have no idea, even because he's supposed to start in a location with, I mean, close to other Norscan faction that he can manipulate. Probably they wanted to get him, to put him close to Tamurkhan, because in the lore is linked. But at the same time, I don't know even where I would like to play it. Maybe my best option would be here, because I mean, we got no Norscan faction to, I mean, that we can use, we can play with in the west part of the world. We just got in Norsca. Of course, since it will be, you know, Wulfric will be moved. I thought at the beginning that Sayl could just took the place of Wulfric, but apparently no, it's another region. Or maybe they will just expand Norsca here. We will know. We don't know. But yeah, in any case, it will be probably, if we have to, I mean, just make a statistics, they will be close to the Chaos Dwarfs. So here, in my opinion, here or here. Yeah, probably more here. But yeah, I have no idea, but I'm quite excited. Now let's talk about the full roster of the new units coming with the Slaanesh. Many people think and say that probably Slaanesh got less stuff compared to the other two factions. Probably it's true, but I don't want, you know, to get biased, even because for Norsca we got more than expected, but we cannot just set a new standard because of that. Compared to the other packages, I think that it's everything alright. There is a legendary lord that in this case is very cool. The new generic lord, the Chaos Sorceress Lord of Slaanesh, that probably will be just a reskin of the hero. The legendary hero Stikar, that I just read the lore like a few weeks ago, and it's quite interesting. You should have a look. And yeah, I'm quite excited to see him, even if I probably wanted something more monstrous for Slaanesh as a hero, even because it's the only legendary hero that we will ever get, probably. As the heroes, we got two, not just one. The probably they wanted to, you know, compensate for the devotees of Slaanesh. First, the Druki Anointed. I didn't see his model in the video, or maybe it's just the Dark Elf with the one sword. In any case, I mean, let's see what kind of weapon variant they wanted to make. And then the Exalted Hero of Slaanesh. Of him there is the model in the video, I suppose, and he got a shield and a whip, if I'm correct. And I mean, this is the one of the, you know, of the miniature, and I really like it. Then the melee cavalry, the pleasure seekers, we already know, the snake riders. Unfortunately, we're not getting the mortar units. I don't know why they took this decision. Probably will be a regiment renounced, but it's sad because you will not able to recruit them in the Warriors of Chaos faction or with the Azazel. That for me it's it's a missed opportunity, of course. The melee infantry, the devotees of Slaanesh, and the devotees of Slaanesh with crossbows. I really wanted a range option for the infantry of Slaanesh. That's why this is the biggest thing for me. I'm just said that it's crossbows because I wanted some bows, and then the devotees of Slaanesh are with the dual sword, so anti-infantry. That is the same of the slangers. I don't know why they made two anti-infantry options in the same package. It's weird. I mean, they could have managed differently the things, but I mean, let's see. Then the Champions of Slaanesh, that apparently is not a single entity monster like we supposed, but is a monstrous infantry, even because in all the videos they presented them as a group, not as a single monster. And then the Slangers, that as I said, they are anti-infantry like the devotees of Slaanesh, but probably they will be a little more brutal, maybe with frenzy, maybe with more charge. And then the monster, the Praeton, that is not the big, colossal, giant monster that we were waiting for. But still, we got a flying units. That was another important thing to me. When they announced the Chimera for Norsca, I was not happy because I wanted the Chimera to be for Slaanesh, and I didn't see any other flying option that we could get. But apparently there was one. But yeah, let's see. I'm not sure about how strong it will be, and in this case, Slaanesh compared to the other monogods will have the the weaker monster department array, monsters array of the game. And then 3 regiments of renown. That one will be the Pleasure Seekers, and the other probably another Praeton. Let's see, let's see. In any case, I'm quite happy. I wanted another monster, of course. We all wanted another monsters, but overall it's okay. We got everything that we may needed for the variety, so it's okay. Okay, about the unique mechanics coming with Dechala, we got even here too. First, the Pillars of Cruelty, where captured settlements convert into these 3 options, that it's something probably closer to the Chaos Dwarfs mechanics. First, the Troll Camps, when you generate trolls that are basically slaves and resources, so the production settlements. Then the Tormentor's Hold, that enables recruitment, infrastructures and defense, that will be like the tower of the dwarves. And then the Pleasure Palace, that is the major settlement option. I don't know if we will change completely the the settlements options for of Slaanesh. I'm not sure. In any case, it looks like a very nice mechanics. I mean, if they are replicate something like for the Chaos Dwarf, I mean, they are mimic the Chaos Dwarfs settlement mechanics, it would be amazing. And wow, such an effort for that. And then the Decadence, that will be just a kind of currency that Dechala can raise and then use for some buffs and debuffs. And she can also sacrifice the slaves for the praise of Slaanesh, and in this way she can summon this enhanced spawn of Slaanesh. Now, they say spawn of Slaanesh, that it's single, it's singular, is not plural. I don't know if it's a new monster, probably not, but let's see. In any case, yeah, I think if they made these new mechanics about settlements, in some way they compensated the lack of a monster, and I'm okay with that. With Dechala, we are finally get another legendary lord starting in Grand Cathay. It didn't happen since the release of the game, and I mean the Jade Dragon has a double starting location, so it doesn't count. She will start in this new region that they added with the last DLC, Omens of Destruction, and this means that probably they already got this in mind, that they were supposed to do Slaanesh at the beginning, and yes, she will start in this settlement called Hidden Landing. Now, this is a very interesting location, because it means that she will have an easy way to grow her buildings, her economics, to slave all the south of Cathay, and she got no major enemies here. Okay, probably when the Monkey King will be introduced, the things will change, but for now you got Nakai, that I mean, quite easy to annihilate as a faction. Then the Golden Order, that in this way I'm not sure it will complete his mission and go back to the Empire anymore. It will not have an easy life after Dechala. What is my fear? That, I mean, it's not a fear, but what will probably happen is that Dechala in every campaign will get so strong that no one will be able to stop her. Okay, will be the new terror of the Grand Cathay. That it's a little sad, because I mean, they're not having an easy life in Grand Cathay, the dragons. But I mean, we still need to get so many dragons that I would not worry about that. But yeah, I don't know. I think it will be just a little boring the beginning of her campaign, and then it will start to get more funny over time. But yeah, at some point you will accumulate so much power that I really don't know. I really don't know what will happen to the rest. I mean, I don't like overpowered factions, even if it's me. So I don't know, quite, I want to see what happened. Okay, I want to give a chance to surprise me. Now let's have a look at the full roster of the new units coming with the Lord Aislinn. First we get Lord Aislinn, that will be a legendary, the legendary lord. Then the Sea Helm as a generic lord, that was expected. Many people wanted the Anointed of Asuryan, but I'm happy with this choice. And then it matches very well the, you know, the sea theme for this package. We can spot it in the trailer. It got a shield and a trident. I don't know if it got also a range option, so a bow. It would be very nice, and I think that it would respect the lore. Then as legendary hero, Caradryan of the Flame, that I'm very happy it will ride a phoenix. Many people wanted other legendary lords, but I'm very happy about that. He will be, yeah, then an anti-large character probably, so riding a phoenix, so perfect to hunt down monsters and cavalry. The hero, the Mist Mage, I really want to know more about this new Lore of Magic, because they did an amazing job with the last one, the Hag Lore of Magic, so I really have good expectation. Then as melee infantry, the Ship's Company, that apparently is a mere melee infantry, is not a hybrid, that it said. But yeah, honestly, I would have preferred the version with the great bows, with the great axes and the bows. That was my favorite pick. I don't know why they made this unit with shield and sword. That it kind of break the lore the concept for me, because I like the idea that you can recruit only anti-large basic infantry with with the base game of High Elves. Then you get the Rangers and other elite option with different weapon variants. But yeah, it can break me for me. I don't know, probably they will get some bonuses related to sea. But yeah, I'm not happy with this choice, I will be honest with you. Then the monstrous infantry, the sea elementals and the oceanids. I mean, the sea elemental is a monster, probably just Steam being incorrect. The oceanids, that will be a very nice monstrous infantry for High Elves, and the sea elemental that we already saw it. And then the Bearmen, that apparently is bigger than we expect. It's very huge. If you see, like in the video, compared to the Hydra, is very huge. But I don't know if we will get like a breath ability, something like that. And yeah, I'm very excited about this monster. It will be the quintessence of the High Elves sea theme. And then the flying chariot, the Northern Skycutters with bows and with the bolt throwers. I already said in another video that I don't know about the Northern Skycutter with bows. I think they will be aesthetically amazing, but over the battlefield probably not the best unit there. And then 3 regiments of renown, that I can tell you that one will be a Mervim, because we spotted in the trailer, and another the Skycutters with the bows, because there is one regiment of renown of them, and the third, we don't know, I have no idea, but probably will be related to a unit of the base game. Now let's talk about the new unique mechanics coming with Lord Aislinn. Apparently his faction, the Sea Patrol, will not be able to build settlements traditionally, but it will command these dragon ships that I think it's something like the Vampire Coast with their ships, and with Black Arcs, and with the Nakai special, building special mechanics. So I don't know if I'm happy about that. I will be completely honest with you. First, we don't solve the problem of the eastern colonies, that they still are a mystery for me. And then, I don't know, I just like traditionally buildings. When they had this faction with the unique, but in some way even weird settlement mechanics, I just dislike it so much. And then consider it that it will needed a lot of fix, a lot of adjustments. So probably at the very release of the DLC, we will not be able to play it at the fully with these new mechanics. But I wanted to give a chance to this stuff and see if they can changed my mind. Then the Asur occupation, because when you occupy a settlement, you will transfer it to the other High Elves faction that will grant you some bonuses, and you can develop some outposts to strengthen the naval forces or, you know, to help your production of resources and so on. So in this way you will be, of course, forced and encouraged to protect these elven colonies that you will establish all around the map. And then this Asur domination, that is basically probably this currency that you will get the knowledge that you will use to upgrade this outpost, the colonies and the dragon ships. So basically all your buildings. Overall, it's a lot. I mean, it's like a new, completely different way to play High Elves. I don't know if I will like it. I'm very excited overall for the mechanics because, of course, you can, you know, travel around the world, just establish things. But yeah, I'm very, very scared, you know, when they created this new thing, think about the changeling in one of the late DLCs, or even, I mean, in the case of Golg from the Ogre Kingdoms, it was very, very nice, so I have to admit it. But for the changeling, a little less so. Let's see what they have in mind, and yeah, in any case, I'm very, very happy overall, and we can still play the other High Elves legendary lords. About the starting location for Lord Aislinn, they didn't mention anything. We don't know where he will start. Probably he will be in the eastern colonies, because I mean, otherwise what's the meaning of this place in the map is still a mystery to me. But maybe they will be able to, you know, settle down in these settlements, but not in the rest of the map. But you know, their their mechanics is mechanics in the video that they show for a second in linked to Ultuan. So there is a high chance that he will just start close to Ultuan, and that he will care of all the faction that surround it. He will be quite interesting because I mean, not in the early campaign, but in the late, some enemies of High Elves started to invade the Ultuan, but with the Lord Aislinn it will be harder. Probably this faction will act weird when it will be in the hands of the artificial intelligence of the NPC, unfortunately. But yeah, quite exciting. You will of course be able to fight against many different factions. Maybe if they move Warfreak here, his best enemy will be him. You will not reach that easily Lokier, because as you know, in the lore they are connected. Lokier actually and terminating the battle Lord Aislinn, but then the Aislinn resurrects. So it will be nice. Probably there will be like a mission linked to defeating or I mean just a quest mission, for example, related to defeating Lokier. So let's see. Anyway, I'm quite excited. I don't want to make a final evaluation because I still have to see what happened here, where it starts, but overall I'm quite happy with these decisions.